Warning, the following stunts are done by trained professionals. Actually, we're not trained. Robbie is just a dumbass and decided to do a drunken fantasy football podcast. The thoughts, opinions, and takes are ours and ours only. It is not our fault if you lose in fantasy football or sports gambling. Viewer discretion is advised.
Holy shit. The way I roll my tongue and make sure to come like a tidal wave, boy. Hey, we out here. You already know what it is. It's your boy Rumboyz Robbie. Cheers to me. Cheers to you. It's Modelo time somewhere, fool. Coming live all the way from Colorado Springs. You already know what it is. I got my fresh drip popping all these other haters. Can I stop it? They already know I'm holding it down, catching receptions like my name's Tyler Lockett. Boy, we so fresh, we so dope, we so clean up in this motherfucker. It's the Rumboyz Fantasy Network. It's your boy Rumboyz Robbie. Turn this plaque into a silver, a gold plaque. YouTube algorithm. Push my damn material. You already know what it is. Chat, like, comment, subscribe. Bow. Throw them thumbs up. Make sure you guys definitely share the content. Put it on your Instagram story. Put it on your Snapchat story. Share it on your Twitter account. Put it on your fucking Meta. Yo, put it on your damn Oculus. Go into the new Meta. Whatever it is that you got to do. And be like, listen, you need to subscribe to the Rumboyz. Whatever the fuck that it is that y'all do in that virtual reality world, tell people to fucking come here. I don't care if you got to drop the Rumboyz link underneath your favorite OnlyFans video. Underneath your favorite porno video, okay? I don't care. Share the fucking content. We desperate for subscribes. We desperate for fucking likes around here. We ain't desperate for shit, but still, yo, don't know hype is real. Let's go ahead. Let's get into these sponsors. GLD, you already know what it be. Ayo, not only do we got Shohei, we got Glass on now, baby. Bow, take him to the yacht.
Hop out in Miami when I'm landing, got no understanding. Out of here, I'm burning, or turn me on, you can't understand it. In the club, posted up, they lit up, no matter where I'm standing. Drop CLD for the Cuban link, yeah, you see it there. Might spaz out on some taller shit, no on zero tolerance. Money conversations ain't hard to relate, it's hollering. See my net, they acknowledge it, good friend, girl, when you're not.
Woo! Woo! He said I might spazzle on some baller shit. No, I'm zero tolerance. Money conversations. They had to respect the confidence. Oh, yo, we dripping confidence. We oozing confidence. Speaking of confidence, ladies and gentlemen, hey, yo, I want to shout out Big Guys, BigGuyFantasySports.com, Big Guy Fantasy Sports on YouTube for all the latest and greatest fantasy football podcasts. Check out our brother channel. You already know the vibes. You dig. Big shout out to Big Guy Fantasy Sports Network. Big shout out to Bob Lung for showing us love, giving us opportunity, giving us a pathway up in this damn game. Man, you already know, man, we big steppers. Also, I want to shout out promo code Rumboyz over on all22.com. Link is down below in the description. You already know, man, it's fitting to get to winning. It's that winning season. We already know that we rocking with the Heathen. Shout out to all my Pirates. Make sure you guys head on over to All22, where you and your crew can compete in a league of 10 to 12 with a full 53-man roster. All your homies like to talk a lot of shit like, yo, I know football more than you. I know defense. I know special teams. You really think so? Bruh, get on over to All22 and really test that shit. All right? Fantasy football on steroids. Link is in the description. Promo code Rumboyz. Take 40% off. Hey, let's see what the chat's like. Let's see what the chat's like. I see you. Don't worry, bro. I see you backstage. Yo, Leafs defense. What's good? Oh, man, fuck. This is going to be a very interesting night. We have dealt with technical difficulties, not on Robbie's end, on other motherfuckers' ends. So everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to be all right. Leafs, what is good? What is good? What is good? Stanley and Celesco woke up jobless. I'll be definitely coming back up to that comment. Oh my gosh. We're going to start on the UFC talk. Hold on. Let's say that for the end of the show. Because I got some takes. Danny Ocean, what is good? Danny Ocean clocking into the stream. Bow. What is good? Hell no. Hell yeah. Let's go. He said he's grinding. He's at that 1.2 subscribe mark. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Show everybody the love. Especially if they out there making that content. They grinding. Speaking of making content. Speaking of grinding. Because we out here grinding. Hey, I don't care what nobody say. He gonna be he. Shout out David Gillespie. Because we out here grinding. Wow, what's good?
We're out here grinding. Shout out to Akon circa 2008. Don't you think I know that cut now? We're out here camping here too. Tag teaming it up with Dog the Bounty Hunter to capture good old Brandon Staley over here. If you guys see him right here,
My people have seen Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Equipped with some handcuffs and a fucking stun gun. So.
Derpy, what is good? Why is all the rum gone? Oh, I am going to answer that question.
Yeah, I mean
multiple times throughout this show because
it's all in Robbie's belly right now, in his bloodstream.
that actually is how I did start off the night. Donos will make me chug beers though. I'm just gonna say that. I don't think we'll get enough donos to where I'm gonna make it through like all of my beers. But like I'm just gonna throw it out there.
There have been some shows that I've been on with you, Robbie, where I'm not kidding. I was like, are we going to see a point where like Robbie's just like face down like this, like for the last third of the show? Because it's gotten to that turned up point in his time in the show,
Bro, look, there's some behind the scenes stories. We'll have to get me on your network and I'll talk.
Yes,
about behind the scenes.
It's been too long.
During the off season.
Dude, we were just talking the other day, too, about you totally eviscerating the city of Detroit the last time you were on. We were talking about the Lions, and you were like, that fucking city's a tire fire if I've ever fucking seen one or some shit like that. Look, it was hilarious, man. It was so funny.
I'm known for a good rum-filled rant. I think there's going to be a few of those tonight. Hell no, hell yeah. He said, did you see I shouted you out on my YouTube? Bro. I'm going to have to definitely check that out. I did not see that. He said, da Bears.
Oh, yeah. Fucking getting the W. Laying the smackdown on the Lions. Yo. DJ Moore, Justin Fields, love that shit, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, most importantly, hold on. We almost had it. Let me see if we overcome. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the live stream. Drop the mic FM.
There we go.
Hello.
Oh, God. Jesus Christ.
This is Insane Clown Posse. The Juggalos have arrived. Let's go.
Was this the work dress up party that we were missing out on? Just a bunch of Juggalos getting together?
I was on a golf course looking like this.
I just have to ask the question that everyone's wondering, okay? Why? Why?
I want to know why.
Work event. So Robbie knows, my work always does stupid shit. I've dressed up as freaking Slash. I've done dumbass shit.
That's hilarious.
But they wanted us, so the theme was Christmas.
It's 2 strokes away from getting canceled.
Christmas golf carnival. Well, my team captain, who happens to be the vice president of the frickin' company, when we had our initial meeting, left out one very important word in this description. The word called Christmas. So when he described it to us, he said we needed an outfit for the golf carnival. So my group was 8 people, right?
Yeah.
We had me, my father-in-law dressed up as a rodeo clown.
Okay.
We had the one from It.
Oh yeah, Pennywise. Yeah.
So we had a girl in our group that dressed up as Pennywise. We had a Harlequin.
Oh, nice.
We had an old
go-to
school
fantasy.
We had an old, not this one. This one was a guy.
Okay. Oh, shit. Never mind. Let's edit it in post.
We had a old school Hispanic clown. I don't remember his name, but I guess he was famous down old school. And then we had, what was the other one we had? Oh, my vice president dressed up as a mime.
So in other words, a bunch of y'all fucking went to work dressed up as clowns. All right.
And Ronald McDonald.
So of course,
right.
It wouldn't be a party without Mickey D's, you know?
That is fucking weird. That is crazy.
What? Hey, no, what's weirder? Okay, so that was just our group. Then there was a group of...
Well, we'll get back into it. Give me 1 second. Exactly. Halloween in fucking December is crazy. Let me just take care of some things really quick. Gibson, Warren, or Chandler at flex this week.
Gibson.
Adam, this is not an AMA session, but I will take you guys' questions throughout the show as we get into our takes. But I'll start off our show with this before I get into last night's Thursday Night Football takeaways. Gibson, Warren, or Chandler at flex. For me, it's Warren or Chandler. Chris Rodriguez is probably set to have the touches that Brian Robinson. They don't trust Gibson. They do not trust Antonio Gibson.
Yeah, I feel like that's wearing thin the time he's going to be spending with that team, in the near future.
It's definitely overstayed his welcome.
Yeah,
I don't think that Gibson's even on the fucking team next year.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I hate that. I agree, but I hate it.
Really?
I don't hate it because we can't fucking tell where team he's going to yet. That the Gibson camp is quiet about that situation.
No, what I'm saying is I don't think
their eyes, everything is fucking Rosemary's and fucking, everything like they think
Juggalo themed.
I just don't think they gave him. I don't think they gave him his fair chance.
They
really?
did. They did.
I don't know.
They did.
He's clocked in quite a bit. He's clocked in a few hours,
Yeah. They gave him his fair shot.
It's Robinson's time to shine.
It's Warren or Chandler for me. You probably have to lean Chandler because the Steelers offense is really predicated since the absence of Matt Canada to run through Najee for some fucked up reason. I don't agree with it. I don't like it, especially as a Jalen Warren truther. I'm still starting Warren in the league. But with that being said, with that being stated, it comes down to those two. Me personally, I would go Warren, but I don't mind if you go Chandler. Yeah, where Nick holds his ass, and they're going to have to run the ball.
To me, if we're taking Gibson out of this equation for the sake of the argument, I 100% lean Chandler, period, only because of what you brought up and the split carries in Pittsburgh. Volume king. That's why I'm taking Chandler.
Yeah, but also, in Gibson's defense, really quick, for anyone that is in a position where you do have to start Gibson, in Gibson's defense, and even if you choose to tilt on what I'm saying, Adam, with the way that Washington spreads the rock around and then coming off of a bye, when we talk narratives of fantasy football playoffs and such, there is that realm of possibility to where Gibson could break something off. What I know is that it could be Rodriguez. Gibson gets the first touch nod to start the game off, but it could be Rodriguez to be the dominant one in the backfield. They like Rodriguez. I haven't seen exactly what they like in Rodriguez. I've seen some flashes here and there. The organization likes Rodriguez. We'll fucking see. From what I've heard, they're trying to make it a Robinson lead and then Rodriguez back there.
Yeah.
I might go Warren though with that one. I just feel like with the Colts run defense isn't very good. They lost Shaq Leonard. Warren has been
top four fantasy defense still. Top four. Hey, no, you're right. The defense is not good in real life. fantasy wise, that defense allows points, creates turnovers.
But it allows a shit ton of rushing yards, though. That's the thing, you know? And I feel like with that, I mean, Warren, the way he's been balling out outside of like the dud that he dropped against the Patriots, it's bound to see something better. I think this is the week where it gets back, you know, he gets back on the saddle again, you know?
I hope that for my fantasy teams, I have Warren in a playoff lineup.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes. But I do definitely with Warren underneath this new offensive coordinatorship preach the principle of motherfucker proceed with caution.
But I do dig Ty Chandler. Like I dig him from his North Carolina days. So I don't shit on that at all.
I also have Zeke in my lineup, but definitely starting him over players I mentioned. Right. I mean, that goes without saying, and that's why you didn't have to say it. Mike, are you okay? Mike had a work event.
Yeah.
Hi,
where they dressed up as clowns in December.
So Shane, I dressed up as Insane Clown Posse, and Robbie. But here's what Dave doesn't know. I text Robbie this photo, and Robbie said, "If you come on air, you have to come on air looking like this, or I'm not letting your ass on camera."
I didn't say that.
No, but
that's what I call quality peer pressure right there. That's what I
call it.
I don't want people to fucking. I did not say that last part.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. But you did ask me to come on camera looking like this.
Yo, really quick, if you are viewing us on Twitter, you have
What
the ability. Stop. Wait. If you are viewing us on Twitter, you have the ability to watch us on YouTube or Twitch, where the money is.
Where's Jeff been at, by the way, too?
Why is Jeff even in the chat?
He was here last night. He technically doesn't. I mean,
he was on last night. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Mike is a villain in Night Swim. Holy shit!
What movie is that?
Y'all remember? Y'all remember fucking what was it? Insidious. And how bad the makeup was in Insidious.
Hey, it was better. You even know it was better. You saw the original, but
it was better. It was better, but you're the only person wearing a costume makeup right now. So if I don't roast you,
Mike already has the eyes of death. Already in his, he's got that look, that like, that stern look with those eyebrows.
Hey,
I want to go ahead and let's actually get into how the show is actually supposed to flow. I want to get into Thursday night football takeaways. Cheers to me. Cheers to you, all the Rumboyz and girls. What do? It's Modelo time somewhere, fool. Listen, last night, orale is exactly the proper adjective or the adverb, should we say. It's an adjective. What the fuck happened last night? The Raiders put up a masterclass. We wake up this morning, Brandon Staley and Telesco, rightfully so, fired. I feel like that they should have woken up Eastern time and gotten that done and not waited till LA time. But hey, opinions are assholes. Everyone fucking has one. Zamir White looked like he was LaDainian Tomlinson. Everyone, they just had a bunch of NPC receivers, non-playable characters, just fucking running down the field catching touchdowns. Like, what are our thoughts? What do we make up of last night? What is the Chargers' future if they even fucking have one at this point? Like, this team is now the bottom of the AFC West for me heading into next year, and the season's not even over.
All right,
first, Mike?
Yeah, I'll go. So on the Raiders, I'll go quickly on one front. On the Raiders front, I purely think this is the players going, what? Not saying they expected to score freaking 60-something goddamn points and 42 points in one freaking half. But when you're a team in the NFL, any pro sport, and you get hit in the gonads as hard as you did, getting shut out 3-0 and not having a single point to the fourth quarter, I think they came out with a little bit of a chip on their shoulder against a team that struggled mightily, even with Justin Herbert in the game last week. They couldn't put up a fight against Denver in the second half after Herbert got hurt. I think they gave up, and I think they've given up on their season. And more importantly, switching over to the other side, I think they gave up on the coach that I've been saying should be fired from day one.
Yeah.
I think after what happened against the Denver game, some people on that team were just done with it. People looked mad on the sideline and the highlights that I saw, and I was at that game, so I saw a little bit of it on the sideline. But obviously, when you're in the stands, it's hard to see what's going on the sideline.
Yeah.
But when it comes to both, I'm actually going to give the Spanos family a little bit of credit here, Robbie.
Yeah, you have to because they did make the right decision. They made the right decision too little, too late.
But here's more specifically why. Because I had a feeling this was going to happen today. But if I had to put my money on it, I had no idea that they would have actually fired the GM today. I thought they were going to fire Moore Staley if it was anybody. And then I thought frickin' Tedesco was gone after the season.
No. There was no way. So I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real. Chat, you guys were here. And anyone that followed depending on which social media you follow me on, I post different shit, different places. I try and post everything in the same place, but certain places we reacted to different shit in a different manner. I said yesterday, this will be the day that they both get fired.
Oh, I agree that they should. I just didn't think it would happen.
But I said it. I said it. Even if they won, I was like, they're gonna. If they win, if the Chargers win, it's in close fashion. You know, we easily. I literally had to talk myself into last night because of the way that both these teams have performed up until last night. I literally had to talk myself into Raiders by 3. We took the Raiders by 3. Smart bet. To your point of how shit breaks down on the sideline and breaks down on the field, we've seen teams and we've heard headlines of teams throughout this season about having their own in-house meetings to maybe think about replacing a coach or moving on from a coach or a coordinator. Last night we saw the Chargers basically have that meeting on field because in that organization, the players don't have enough control from what it seems like to be able to call an in-house meeting. They also don't have the leadership. Herbert, step the fuck up now because you now have to be the leader there until they get a new GM and they get a new fucking coach in there. You got to be the guy right now. All right, this is your time to step up. This is your sunshine. Fucking shine right now. All right, Goldilocks. With that being said, with that being stated, I think we saw that meeting, quote unquote, take place last night. David, your thoughts?
Yeah, I think this team is a dumpster fire. It's been long overdue that these dudes should have been gone, you know? It's like the Chargers, you know, and I've been preaching this too, like they had made some costly personnel moves. The JC Jackson trade worked out horrifically. The like not pursuing Bobby Wagner in establishing some run defense hurt, I think, mightily too. When they had the prime opportunity, and instead he's like, "Fuck it, I'll go to the other LA team because they seemingly want me." And he's still playing at a high level. He's still playing as an elite linebacker to this very day. Things like that. Not establishing more, the risks that they were taking on fourth down. Like he kept wanting to be Riverboat Ron left and right, and he's fucking not. Like Brandon Staley was not, you know? And costly decisions like that, I think, really affected this team. Now, they were also plagued with injuries, so I do sympathize to that degree. But this was a team, frankly, that when it was all healthy, when everything was when every bit of personnel that could legitimately help out this team was healthy, like it was not clicking the way it should. They were underwhelming. They were not meeting the standard of expectations that people were holding them to. And they had enough. I will say I was a little bit surprised that they were fired last night, not because they didn't deserve to be, but because, the Spanos family is dumb as donkey dick, and they've never fired a head coach, Dean Spanos has never fired a head coach since he's been the owner during the season. It's always after the season. Okay. The last time this has happened was back when Alex Spanos was running the team back in '98 and Ryan Leaf's rookie year when they fired Kevin Gilbride. So I thought that they were going to wait until after the season. So I do give them kudos that they actually took care of it now, because God knows this was the prime fucking opportunity
on YouTube and Switch
that was long overdue to make happen, So it was sickening for Chargers fans. I sympathize with them. As a Bears fan, I totally know your level of incompetence you have to deal with. It's a spitting fucking image if I've ever seen one. And they got a lot of issues to address defensively. And it's a shame, too, because Brandon Staley's, surprisingly enough, he's a defensive-minded coach. And his weakness this entire time since he's been the head coach of the Chargers has not been more so on the offense side of the ball, although that was pretty much underwhelming and kind of nothing to brag about. It was the defense, the specialty that he focused on prior to becoming a head coach. And so things like that just really stubbornness, it all became way too costly to where it was long overdue, and it's about damn time. They got a lot of issues, though, with personnel, and I think a culture change especially needs to take place if this team wants to get back on the saddle again and get back to the playoffs, like the glory days, with Rivers and Fouts.
The fact that we're referring to those as the glory days is fucking
seriously. That's what you took the words out of my mouth.
It's Kellen Moore 2-year run right now. We've already discussed the whole Kellen Moore thing. I've already stated that I didn't think I think and I felt that he was a detriment to Dak when he was with the Cowboys as an offensive coordinator. And then now we're kind of seeing that unfold again. Dak hasn't had the same problems that he did. That he hasn't had the same problems this year that he did with Kellen Moore. Justin Herbert's having the problems that Dak did, and he was already having some problems where the fan base and such were already questioning him. For me personally, I think that it's an indictment on the whole leadership from the GM down. I mean, obviously, we have our ways and what we feel about the Spanos family, but Justin Herbert, you're elected to be a leader. You were drafted to be a leader. Now is your time to go ahead and overcome. Justin Herbert needs to be having a voice. If they're not giving Justin Herbert a voice into who's going to be the incumbent head coach, I know that everyone wants to go after Bill Belichick. I'm going to touch on that here in a second. Whoever the incumbent head coach is, however the new offensive system is installed, Justin Herbert needs to be having a say-so. As an organization, start putting the keys into that young man's hands because he knows what's probably going to work best for him. You try to bring in a GM, you had a GM, you try to bring in a coach, you try to bring in an offensive coordinator. None of this bullshit is working. And after the performance that the Chargers I put up this year and after what Kellen Moore did while he was with the Cowboys, I'm sorry, but Kellen Moore for me just isn't the answer as the incumbent.
But Kellen did do some great things in 2021 with Dak, and then it came to a screeching halt in 2022 when things kind of stumbled. And I actually felt like he did some good things this year. He had, I won't say a redemptive season, but like I liked what he did with Justin Herbert when Herbert was healthy. I personally did. I thought Herbert had a decent bounce back year in comparison to 2022. I'm not saying that he's met the level of expectations that I would have that I was holding him to where I think Justin Herbert should be a perennial MVP candidate, and he's not been one whatsoever, since his career started. And that's but I don't blame him. I blame more so the coaching staff. But with that being said, whether that's about Kellen Moore or not, this is an organization that I feel like may only go as far as their fucking ownership. They're because they're dealing with shitty ownership.
That's a completely valid point. That's a completely valid point, especially when we talk about the Spanos family. I'm not going to refute that. But what I can speak to is, okay, with the things that have in place, you can't control that Spanos still has a big ass pocketbook and owns a team.
Yeah, no, you can't control it. They have to sell it for it to happen.
The old saying, I can't trust you as far as I can throw you. It's that. You can't trust this organization as far as you can throw the owner. But with the pieces that are on the inside, especially right now with them trying to turn over a new leaf, not Ryan, no pun intended. Herbert needs to take control. Rivers took control. Breeze tried to when he was there. You got to be the difference maker. You got to be the equalizer. This is now your fucking team until whoever comes in. This is a perfect segue into Really quick, by the way, shout out to the Raiders. I don't want to take anything from the Raiders. You guys found your coach. I think you should keep your coach.
Tony Pierce.
You should stay. I think you should stay with Pierce. Until obviously something like clearly better comes along. Coaching pedigree right now is not like that.
I don't disagree with you, but I disagree that that's what's going to happen.
I still think
they're going to go after someone else. I still think they're going to go after someone else. Like I'm not going to try and make race bait the conversation, but probably you're saying that only you're black. Sorry,
no, but
the odds aren't exactly in your fucking favor.
Well, and think about how they passed up on Rich Bisaccia too.
That's what I was going to bring up. I go, this ain't the first.
Who's not white, I was
going to say this is not the first time they've let an interim coach that maybe should be the head coach.
Yeah,
at least give a shot, not get the shot.
Exactly.
And that's another organization with an incompetent over. You got Mark Davis's doofy ass that's fucking running that team into the ground too.
Just win, baby, win. Herbert ain't a kid anymore. He's basically a vet in this league. Exactly. He's a vet in this league now. I want to see him do the things that someone who's been in as long as he has should start doing. Like, I want to see him start saying, fuck your dumbass play call. With what's inside of your play call, I'm still going to take this other option here. I'm going to do this other read because you're stupid for calling that the hot route. So I want to start seeing how you saw Manning take over an offense.
Mm-hmm.
I want to how you saw Russ extend plays with his legs in Seattle because him and Pete had this thing where it was like, hey, Pete, I like that play call. I have this other thing designed within that play call for myself in case shit happens. Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay, in case this doesn't fucking work, I have this other option within this scheme. Herbert, we need to start seeing you take that leap.
They never did a good job of being aggressive with Herbert in the right way, utilizing his feet, taking advantage of his deep ball accuracy, which is
utilizing his IQ,
special.
let alone.
Yes,
I don't think that his IQ as what he can really do and some of the things that he did in college. We've seen flashes of it in the Chargers jersey. Where it's like, yo, this kid is the guy. He's
a smart kid.
Yeah, I believe that Herbert's definitely the guy for them. Ravens,
sure.
I don't know if Aiden O'Connell is the guy for you. Do not let that fucking 63-point game, whatever the fuck it ended as, fool you.
Yeah.
I think
it's a good step, but they got the remainder of the season to go.
I think last night was fool's gold.
Okay.
You had a team that on the opposition that it was a preseason game for they went out with a preseason fucking roster.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing, you had a starting O-line for a preseason skill for preseason skill positions.
Mm-hmm. I did like that. Was it that deep ball to Jacoby Myers that I thought was pretty nice though from Aiden O'Connell from Farva. Was it 18 bottles of water last night? Dumb fuck.
Yo, you didn't see that? So Mark Davis.
No, I didn't see this.
There was this clip during the game where they the camera pans to Mark Davis. And this fuck face, it literally looked like that he was drinking a new water bottle for every fucking touchdown. And all the water bottles still had fucking water in them.
What does he think he's going to get a different taste from the next fucking bottle? There's the next one's like vodka or fucking
bro. It was
tonic water. What the fuck is this?
The Raiders, you are still a weird situation. Enjoy your historic win because God knows when the next time that you're going to get one of those.
Yeah. Just get religious and pray.
That win last night meant so much to Raiders fans that my cousin went the fuck out to there's a strip club here called Snooty Fox. Went out to the Snooty and just blew it all. All the money that he made last night off of last night's game. Blew it all. In his fantasy lineup, had Davante Adams and had the Raiders defense. Already we know for a fact that he's going to beat his opponent at this point. They put up 57 together in your league scoring setting. Your opponent's toast.
Yeah.
Look, Raiders fans, hit the clubs tonight, hit the bars tonight.
Yeah.
Pull some. Be like Joe Budden. We be up in the club. Yo, go ahead. Go ahead, enjoy life because fuck.
Get turned up and puke it all out. You know, that's what
Yeah,
I
because you're never getting another one of those again. Never getting one of those. Look, that team quit because they were like, yo, this is our chance. The second that team got on his third fucking fumble, they're like, hey, guys, this is our chance to get Staley fired. You all want to do it together? Let's do it. Austin Eckler in the fourth quarter, talk about something.
But this team is so hopeless, like that. Like they're gonna because they're under Mark Davis's regime. They're gonna hang up a fucking banner to commemorate this night because this will be the last good night, or like a night as good as this. Like they're not gonna have as good of a night as this for a long fucking time.
Yes, if you post a question, I'm gonna answer it. Like I'm gonna answer it. Like you post a question, we will fucking answer it. Yes, we got you. We got you. Super C&B challengers. One thing that I want to get into and I want to segue into here from this topic, Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick was announced that they're going to part ways at the end of the season. Yeah. After last night's terrible loss, he's the favorite to go to the Chargers. There's still rumors and murmurs about him possibly heading to DC, which is the most Vince Lombardi history repeating itself shit ever. And I'm sorry, it's not going to turn out like Lombardi because sometimes history doesn't always repeat itself.
Go to the Commanders?
Huh?
You mean go to the Commanders?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's one of the pieces I have on the editing room floor that I've been telling you about too.
Nice.
So let's answer this fantasy question first, but I want to get into like the whole Bill Belichick and new team. If he was coming to your team, like would you want him kind of thing? And then what do you think about the Chargers or Commanders as options? Pick one running back and one flex PPR. Monty, Elliott, and Zay Flowers. Oh my gosh. It's Monty and Zay for me.
Monty Elliott, Zay Flowers. Try to think.
It's Dave Montgomery and Zay Flowers for me.
You want to go, or do you want me to go, Dave?
You go first, Mike. Because
to me for the running back, it's Monty hands down. Then it's Zay Flowers against Elliott, and Elliott is playing the Chiefs. I forget who Baltimore's playing. It's a running back, wide receiver, different because of volume. And because of touches and guaranteed touches and not really knowing, I do love Zay Flowers, but I am taking Monty and Zeke. On pure volume is king.
Zay Flowers has to go up against Jacksonville.
Yeah, but I don't love Zeke with this offense. I just think it's so debilitated that maybe he has. I just don't feel comfortable with him. I'm not saying he can't pop off.
This is what's crazy. Last week, if you would have asked me this question on last Saturday and said, hey, I need you to tell me if you would start Zeke next week, I would have told you no because I benched him in 2 leagues. He was the RB1 last week.
He was. Yeah.
The volume without Ramondre there is the only reason. Reason I bring it up.
I think, Monty, I think it'll, I don't know if any of these guys will be all that productive this week in fantasy, to be honest. I don't love any of these guys' matchups considering who the teams are going up against, but Monty would be the running back for sure.
Law of averages, somebody will. Yeah.
Because the Broncos' run defense hasn't been great this year, and there's been some inconsistencies with Alex Singleton, for instance. Zay Flowers, though, I'm a little bit nervous about up against the Jaguars, but there is no Tyson. I think there's a question mark about Tyson Campbell, who's their number 1 corner. If that's the case and he's out, I feel a lot more comfortable at Zay Flowers, though, than Zeke.
Broncos on the road again, and Broncos struggle on the road.
Yeah.
Unless they're playing in freaking their new home stadium of LA. Frick.
Wow.
That was so it was that bad, Robbie. It was literally that bad.
Chargers don't have a fan base.
Yes, but when you're in there and it is definitely on third down and the lineman from Denver is raising their hands.
Here's because I've actually looked at like because I'm in the whole marketing shit. Like I've looked at survey maps. What's fucked up is yes, the Chargers may be the smallest fan base of any NFL, possibly even sports franchise. Their fan map, when you when they do the polls and shit, they're far too widespread.
Well, here's the other problem. Well, they have one major problem, in my opinion, and I'll mention it really quick, not getting into it. But the whole thing, like we've all said, and David has said it over and over, even though he's not down here, the Spanos family sucks. The three of us know this. And the
He
problem
had the whole thing with St. Louis, and
all I'm saying is they left because of money or whatever. The fans, there is a big divide, Robbie. You know this because of baseball. There is a big divide between SD and LA. One of my bosses was a Charger fan, and is no longer a Charger fan for one reason and one reason only, because they are out of San Diego County. He said as soon as they go back to the county, he's back in.
Yeah, no, I mean, but that's a lot of people. But then you also have, people. You have some people that were Rams fans that were like, well, because of the whole Spanos thing, do I follow that? And then some did. And then you have some that were like, well, I'm just going to follow the Rams, to LA. Most followed the Rams to LA. But I mean, it's a weird fucking situation. It's a weird situation because of that family.
Spotting Chargers fans, it's almost like spotting a Yeti. Like you just don't even know if you're like what you're seeing is real.
I actually know a lot. I know a lot, but like,
I don't know any. Like I don't know any legitimate ones.
But Robbie, you know some, right? And I know some. But have you noticed that Charger fans are one of those fan bases that doesn't wear their merch either?
What up, Taco?
Yeah, it's Chargers fans will usually wear something Padres, and like you'll occasionally see them in their Chargers gear, but like it's
not all year round.
Yeah, but but again, it depends. It depends which era of that fan base that you're talking about. Are we talking about the San Diego era? Are we talking about like that whole St. Louis transition? Like they're a fucking weird. I would love to be. I would love to be the marketing specialist for them, just because I'd be like, "Look, here's how we unify this bitch."
This is a city that valued Comic-Con being there than the fucking Chargers. They took a poll and they're like, "We'd rather have Comic-Con than the fucking Chargers." Okay?
Exactly.
The thing about the Chargers is their social media team with those dope ass anime intro videos.
Oh, they're filthy.
Those shit are so crazy.
That's not even
jerseys too.
Cool. That's the one thing you got going for you. I'm talking about like deeper than that. Anyways, let's get into the topic though at hand now that we took care of Super CMB Challengers question. Bill Belichick, like I mentioned, before we had answered the fantasy question. Matt said, "What the fuck, Mike? What the hell?" He had a work day. They dressed up as clowns, and he chose to dress up as ICP amongst all the other clowns like Ronald McDonald, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Yep. We got to go back and watch the beginning. Bill Belichick, now the favorite to be the Chargers' new head coach after the Staley firing. We already know that New England's going to part ways with them at the end of the season, but then we also know that there's rumors of potential. Well, okay. The Commanders are in talks of maybe trading, for him. What are your thoughts on just Belichick at this point in his career and just a new location? And we'll let Taco start because he just got here. But
I mean, if you're gonna pick of those two locations, send Bill to LA. I think that shit would be hilarious. Get him in the sunny, beautiful weather with that angry cowl on his face, bringing that Boston energy. I think that would be hilarious. It would also be the better option, I think, as far as teams are concerned, talent-wise. The Chargers are a little bit older, I feel like, but at the same point,
that's not good.
But Belichick is trying to go in there and get it now. He's not trying to build up a team. That team would be, I feel like, more ready to try. You got Herbert there. You got Keenan Allen there. That's a better duo than Sam Howell and whoever wide receiver you want to put.
I can tell him.
You get a chance. Need I remind you, Marvin Harrison is yet to declare. We don't know what's going to happen with that yet.
You're right. You're right. We're talking about just the rest.
Hold on. You go to a franchise with no Super Bowls, or you can follow in the footsteps of the most historic coach ever, Vince Lombardi, who left the most historic franchise at that given point in time to then go and make Washington hit his stride. You don't think that Belichick thinks about this is a competitor?
No, I don't think
This is
so.
a competitor. He's not going to go to an old ass retirement home team with Austin Eckler and fucking Keenan Allen and Khalil Mack.
Keenan Allen was playing like a first team All Pro this year.
He was a monster.
He was a monster.
Yeah, Derrick Henry
this is the best year of his career.
Derrick Henry played like a first team All Pro last year, and we're already seeing the Russ fall off shit.
I disagree with that. He's got an elite grade on PFF right now because the O-line hasn't paved the way for him. But he's still on pace for almost 1,200 yards and 10 touchdowns.
PFF's for first what you're actually seeing, what you're actually fucking seeing.
But no, Derrick Henry's playing. He's got a shithole O-line.
Shithole. You're not gonna like my take. Everyone's not. Nobody's gonna like my take.
Oh, we know the Homer's gonna take.
But listen. To get back to your question,
nobody knows what the fuck I'm gonna say. So eat a dick.
It's not the Commanders game.
Shit got testy quick. Damn.
No, nobody knows what I'm gonna say. So, like I said, eat a dick.
To get back to what you were saying though, Robbie, about him going to the Commanders, before Taco gets crucified.
What are you saying?
I will say I don't think he, with all due respect, I don't think he gives a shit about that. Because like Vince, when he went there, he actually had a solid year with the Commanders. When he was coaching them, after he left the Packers. Like I knew that as well. Like going into this, Vince Lombardi's history after the Green Bay Packers. But I don't think he looks at that as the most optimal situation with Sam Howell, who is showing some promise, but not over Justin Herbert, not over a team that's already in rebuild mode too, with the way they've gotten rid of some of their defensive linemen. With Montez Sweat being gone, Chase Young.
That's a long rebuild for LA.
But here's what I will say that you have going for him. Okay, he values the cold weather. Okay. I almost can't imagine Bill Belichick sweating like a fucking hog out in Los Angeles with the heat and just pools of sweat.
Crazy fucking retirement homes.
No more hoodies.
No more hoodies. He's got to scrap his fashion.
All people that sun start getting the fucking dots on their skin and shit.
Yeah, dude, think about how fucking cranky he will be in that heat, though. Like, let's be real, dude.
Imagine the post-game interviews.
He will fucking uppercut the next reporter that asked him the wrong question. Okay, like he really will.
Crazy shit, Mike. What is your take?
All right, so I'm going a completely different direction. The San Diego Chargers, and yes, I'm calling them San Diego.
Don't take my take. Don't take my take. Keep going.
Well, it's a twofold. I have a feeling I might on one of them. San Diego Chargers will be idiots if they decide to go the Bill Belichick way.
And really, the Chargers really now. Okay.
And here's why. It's purely because I think when he goes and coaches somewhere next season, which I believe he will, he is also going to want full control and be a GM. And that's why I say it's a mistake. I'm not saying he's a bad coach. I think it's a mistake because whatever team he's going to go to is going to want full control. And those are the idiots. And the Chargers cannot afford to be idiots at this point in the stage after getting rid of what we mentioned a few minutes ago. But a wild card, because I do think he'll coach somewhere, but a wild card for him to be a coach is a team that hasn't been mentioned. They have somebody that we mentioned should be their head coach in 2024. But his ex-quarterback, Tom Brady, is part owner of the Las Vegas Raiders. Don't rule it freaking out.
I don't know.
I know it's been rough lately for the Chiefs, but to switch to being a Raiders fan is fucking nasty work. Crazy work. Bro.
I think he might go to I think the Chargers are his most Chargers or Commanders is going to be one of the two. I don't see him going somewhere. He's going to be very, very adamant about being set up with a good foundation. I feel like at this old age that he's at, he wants something to be set up, and those are the two most ideal options. The Chargers may be the best bet, but then you got, like I said, the cold weather with the Commanders. Yeah.
I just think it's I just think. At his age, he does not need to be a GM, but he'll want to be a GM.
No, not at all. You are 100% right about that. Not at all.
So, kind of piggybacking off of what Mike said, because Mike was kind of going in the direction where I was about to go. No, not the Chargers, because of every reason that Mike just stated. And also part of reasons that David stated. Belichick, LA, big city, big personality. There's just too many things, image-wise, narrative-wise, that I don't think that Bill Belichick would say yes to. It's not blue-collar enough. It's not hardworking enough. And let's be real, DC isn't either, because that's a city full of fucking political office jobs.
Yeah.
You have military there. You have strategic, strategic planning, and different. Just DC would probably be the closest thing to giving him the same environment. And at that age, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. For him to go to the Chargers, it's just, David is absolutely correct. And I know that you're saying it from a comedic standpoint. You're absolutely correct. Mike, you're absolutely correct about the whole GM standpoint, so on and so forth. The Chargers wouldn't be a better decision, because you have to now reorchestrate moving out all of the old. You have to bring in the new. You're doing the same thing that you just fucking did after Brady left, with all the talent that Brady had after that last run. You're now putting yourself back in the same position. You need something that's going. You need stock that's going up, not stock that's about to do this. Yeah. That's not fair for Bill Belichick at his age. Now, with that being said and stated, right now it just might be best for you to sit your fucking old ass home. Right now, it just might be best for you to just not fucking coach in the NFL at all. Because that team in LA has too much work that needs to be done. And the team in DC, with the new ownership and everything, needs to first figure out their new identity. And tying ourselves to you doesn't seem like a fucking strategic long game plan type of standpoint. I don't think that you are the closest head coach to getting us to a Super Bowl. I don't think outside of the team that you are coaching right now. I don't think that they're out with your current coaching scheme. And I think that other defensive coordinators and offensive coordinators and I think other coaches have figured out how to coach against you after time. I think that the whole, well, maybe it was fucking Brady narrative maybe has a little bit something to do with things.
For sure.
I don't want you necessarily touching at least where Justin Herbert is at right now in his career, because I think that there's still growth, and I don't want you stunting that with your old ways and old habits. Sam Howell definitely still has a lot of fucking room for growth, and it's way too early in his career for you to try and turn him into Mac Jones, Bailey Zappi. Granted, both of these quarterbacks are way fucking more talented than Mac Jones. But for me personally, yes, they are absolute. Mac Jones is dog shit. Mac Jones needs to be a fucking third string backup, not even a second string. Mac Jones is dog shit. Stop.
Disagree. But...
Stop.
Okay.
Cam Newton
If you feel that way, that's fair enough. But I disagree.
No.
I think if you give him an ideal environment, he's set up for more success. Similar a la 2021.
Mac Jones would fail in the one system that everyone says is quarterback proof, and that's the Shanahan system.
Was this guy not 2021 Rookie of the Year?
Stop.
Was he not Rookie of the Year?
Stop.
He was Rookie of the Year, though.
Fucking Mick Trubisky is the Nickelodeon MVP, but you don't see me fucking running around.
Oh, come on. Like, that's a badge of honor? That's a badge of honor.
Deal for one of
Rookie of the Year or Nickelodeon Award.
Listen. Don't give me that PTSD now, okay, with the Nickelodeon Most Valuable Player. That's not a badge of honor, buddy.
Because that's all you just did, bro. Rookie of the Year, bro. How many Heisman winners do we know that have fucking fell off the face of the earth? Like, stop it. No, I don't care. I don't care about his fucking Rookie of the Year award. Stop.
But he's not been set up well. He's not been set up well. Look at the receivers. Hey, Devontae Parker's the best receiver he can throw to.
His whole career?
Bro,
Yeah.
I'll be honest. You could give Mac Jones. You could
Kendrick
give Mac
Bourne?
Jones. Listen. You could literally take Mac Jones. Look, I'm gonna give you a Madden analogy. You can fucking put Mac Jones with Devontae, Tyreek, and Jettis.
He's actually a very good deep ball. He's actually a pretty good deep ball thrower.
And he's still going to fucking fail and falter.
But
He's had a bad year, but nothing
exactly. And that was, I love this comment. That was with Josh McDaniels, who we know is a better OC than he is a better.
Yes, very true. But let's not. We have to acknowledge that Bill Belichick has completely failed this team in the last 2 years. You know.
Yeah. Yes, which is why I say, hit us up on YouTube. Watch some.
And remember, Bill didn't even want Mac like over the last couple years.
Hold on. How the fuck? I'm the one who wants him to sit his old ass down. The whole premise of this fucking taking this rant is sit your old ass down. It is done. You should have sat your the season that Brady won, and then you try to come back and coach.
No.
When Brady won with Tampa, then you came back and you were like, I'm gonna try and go get one, and then that didn't work out. That second, you should be like, you know what, I'm gonna ride off into the sunset before anyone else can criticize me.
Why?
But you're also sick of his old ass too, though, Robbie.
Yeah,
we all are. You know?
No, it has nothing to. Listen, here's the thing. My tune would be completely different if the Patriots at post Brady were to still be sustaining and were to still, if they were making playoffs, you know, the shit
it didn't Max rookie year, but you know, obviously since then.
Exactly. The shit has been a fucking train wreck. I think that when things become a train wreck, you take the Sean Payton route, take a step back, and then you come back. Take the Mike McCarthy route, take a step back.
Do you think he does that though at 70 though?
No.
Motherfucker, because he has nothing left to prove. Bill Belichick has nothing to prove. Even though I'm sitting here and I'm talking shit, Bill Belichick has not a damn thing to prove to me.
No.
To you, to anybody else.
Yeah.
He is the ultimate competitor, though. You're disrespecting his competitive drive. He wants to be the most winningest coach ever. He sees that. You don't think he wants to fight for that? He's going to take another job, and he's going to try and do that. And you know what? He's making his OC back. So now you get Josh McDaniels and him over in San Diego. You're not telling me that's not a better situation than he's had in New England this whole goddamn time? I mean, that's the most.
Alan Moore right now is currently the OC.
I agree with everything you said, Taco, except for the fact that he's trying to pursue becoming the winningest coach. I think he's probably like I don't know. His mindset, he's kind of a lethargic motherfucker. Like he's just like, eh. You know, he just mumbles half the time. He doesn't really give a shit about a lot.
That's why I do
outside
not
of winning
want that
Super
around my
Bowls,
team. I do, for everything that David just said right there, I do not want that around my team. I do not need that in Washington.
You know what?
I got a fucking wide receiver that had his very first 0-point fantasy football game ever of his entire fucking career while he was on the field and said that he just ran cardio. Bill, stay the fuck away from my team. Let me fix this first.
You know what Belichick couldn't? You know what Belichick could do as a part-time job, and I'm serious about this.
Okay.
As a part-time job to keep the juices firing, like Taco was saying, and still get his football fix. And I think it is not out of the realm of possibilities being an advisor to Nick Saban at Alabama.
Ooh, yeah.
That would be dope.
That would be pretty dope.
Hey, Aiden.
Used to be his, head coach.
I at this point and at this juncture, and even before Brady kind of came in, like,
or boss, I should say.
I want to go ahead and just say it. Brady has those rings. Bill has those rings on paper.
Yes.
Brady has those fucking rings. Brady got Bill those rings.
Oh, the first half of the rings were Bill's. The second half were Brady's. Those first couple of Super Bowls, don't fucking sit here and tell me that Bill Belichick, that defense, that kicking game didn't win the Super Bowls. Tom Brady was a game manager to start winning those things. Don't sit there. Bill Belichick is not one of the greatest coaches by far.
Listen,
Brady still have to make the throws. Brady still have to make the throws.
No. Brady Brady was not a game manager in this. He was not as good as his second half of the year, but he was not a game manager. He was still throwing for 25, 28 touchdown passes. Those aren't game manager numbers. Now, with that being said, you're right. He did have a good foundation defensively. Richard Seymour, Ty Law, Teddy Bruschi. Yeah, they had a great defense.
Those defenses were great. Don't get me wrong.
Corey Dillon, yes.
Come on. Offensive line.
So they both complement each other well. But if I had to grade it out percentage-wise, I'd say Brady deserves the majority of the credit over Belichick, but it's like 59 to 41%.
How many good defensive games did the Patriots have in the Super Bowl?
Hold on. Here's the thing. All right.
What's that?
We're just going to talk coaches. Bill, again, you don't have anything left to fucking prove. And I get that these are two totally different sports, but I'm going to go coach for coach.
No, God.
You made Brady great. You made Brady great.
I know where you're going with this.
But I lived through a generation where I saw Jordan and Kobe become great underneath motherfucking Phil Jackson. Bill Belichick sucked my motherfucking dick, dog. You made one quarterback great. You need to go and do it somewhere else, because otherwise, those are no quarterback's rings. Those are Brady's rings, not yours.
Let's not forget, though, again. Let's not forget, though, that, outside of Mac Jones' 1 year where he went to the playoffs, Belichick would have went to the playoffs if you weren't absolutely railroaded in 2008 with Matt Castle when they went 11-5 that year with Matt Castle.
Bro, again, defense.
Let's not forget that. And Jacoby Brissett, Jimmy Garoppolo did some good things under Belichick too.
They fucked up with Mac Jones, and he's going to pay the price for the rest of his career.
Here's the thing. Again, just talking coaches. Phil knew I'm gonna step away. I'm done. I'm not coming back. Bill needs to admit it.
I think he might be done. I think he's
done. I think listen. If you rub a rich precious stone long enough, it eventually loses its fucking luster.
Well, but here's the thing. I don't think it'll be because no one won't want him. I think it'll be because he just chooses not to do it. There'll be hella teams that will want him this offseason. Even though, to be honest, I think maybe you can make an argument that Jim Harbaugh and giving a chance on Ben Johnson from the Lions would be a better alternative.
That was fucking Jets. Go play for the Jets.
Yeah.
You might have a better shot. They have a good defense. The offensive line will be healthy. You have a solid pick.
In this generation,
solid's not going anywhere.
I'm going to take the side of the players in this generation of players. Don't get me wrong. There's definitely
these players are so good.
There's definitely a spot for that old school mentality, but there has to be a balance.
No, 100%. Yeah.
I think that with the players today, the Patriot way can still be the Patriot way. And you can still, take that and instill it in different places.
Yeah.
You need to get a staff around you. Like, Bill's been doing the same shit for so fucking long.
Mm-hmm.
For so long.
Mm-hmm. You switch up will be good for him.
Here's the thing. Switch up, Taco. If I move from Colorado, but go to Arizona, but if I keep doing the same shit in Arizona that I do in Colorado, that wasn't really a fucking change. It was a change of scenery. But if I'm a piece of shit in one place, I go to be a piece of shit somewhere else. Motherfucker, you're still a piece of shit. All you did was change locations.
Here's the thing: if I had a piece of shit at quarterback in one place, and then I get Justin Herbert in another place, I'll fucking do that. Yeah. Give me Justin Herbert and Mac Jones.
Quarterbacks be good. What you're missing is that we've seen quarterbacks be good.
The biggest problem with the defense. Imagine he gets the defense good with a good offensive coordinator there, which he's done before. He goes and handles defense, brings in the right offensive coordinator.
Has happened before, but because listen, with coaching, have you coached little league sports or anything? Have you coached like any type of sports?
No, I haven't coached any kind of sports.
Okay. With coaching, you eventually get figured out, okay, and you have to find new ways to develop and innovate and so on and so forth. Just because if I'm coaching one high school, right, and if I go to another high school, if I go to that other high school, with that same playbook from the other high school, all the other fucking coaches that I'm coaching against in my division still know what the fuck I'm doing. I didn't do anything.
How about this? When you upgrade your talent at virtually every position on the offense, you can do a lot more things. The number 3 receiver for the Chargers,
it's not going to matter. It's not going to matter.
Not going to matter. More talent?
No. Yes, cool. I have more talent. If anything, I lose by less.
Here's the thing I think Taco's missing out on, though.
At best. Because at the end of the day, no matter the talent, that opposing coordinator still knows my scheme. Still knows it's a chess game at that point. It doesn't matter that I have that in the sport of football, at some point, the skill sets are gonna.
Are you telling me you're running the same playbook with Mac Jones that you're running with Justin Herbert? You're running the same playbook. You can't change your playbook a little bit differently with these kind of weapons.
When you're Belichick's age, yes.
I think I will say this though.
You might not run the same plays, but you're definitely running the same system and the same scheme, which is sometimes just as important because everyone knows the scheme. Yeah,
you're right. Okay. But if you have complete different players, you can do different things that you can't do now.
If Belichick doesn't tweak his scheme a little bit, he might be set up for disappointing results in comparison to, reeling in Super Bowls and all that stuff. But I do think there's an argument, not just what Taco's saying about talent, but also the difference in environment because of the personalities you're also dealing with in this different environment compared to what he dealt with in New England. That there's also an argument to be made about that. Like sometimes you just gel better with a different staff, and a different crew that you're overseeing.
It's just like if you take
look at Rich Gannon, Look at Rich Gannon, like what he did with the Raiders. But he was a fucking joke prior to that in the NFL, like as a quarterback, as a starter.
That's player is completely different than coach. Aiden, you're scouting the other little league teams, Robbie. So if you're really quick, so like when I coached high school, yes, you may. How do I say this, Mike?
What?
So when I was coaching high school, you may or may not have someone go.
You have a secret scout. You have a secret scout.
Yeah, you may or may not have someone go and watch the other school.
Oh no, you watch the school and you just
Even when I was coaching, even when I coached like 7th and 8th grade, it was the same thing, bro. My high school had college scouts coming to our games, watching us play.
I'll go one step further. In the youth football league down here where I'm at, they'll literally they'll videotape, and you'll say it's where I'm at. Say it's school A against school B, or town A versus town B. Town D might go, hey, A and B, you guys, A, you played at home, you filmed it. Will you give me the film for B?
Bro, we would have parents.
That's why
show up from other teams, and they'd be sitting there. Remember the old school camcorders with the fucking, and they would sit there and do it. Bro, we'd have parents from other teams show up to practices. Or because one kid was more talented than the other. One kid would be on. We would have parents and be like, "Hey, do you need our other son's playbook?" And I'd be like, "The fuck, no."
Hey, remember, if you're in the area of Seattle and you want this kind of service, just call our buddy David Gillespie at David G Sports Pod on Twitter, and he'll come and film your high school football game,
bro.
Thanks for cornering my ass now to do this. Now I'm peer pressured into doing this now.
However, he does charge an exorbitant fee.
See, just before we get into halftime, it's crazy how drastic the high school landscape and shit has changed because
that's even worse.
Yeah, because now you have IMG, you have these big academies, these big schools. When we were growing up, bro, it was so competitive and it was so cutthroat to try and get a college scholarship. They're yeah, bro, shit was
because like back then, like you could play at a small school.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I would hate when we would go and like scrimmage during the off season, go scrimmage some like we were a AAA school. You know, we have nice equipment, weight room, shit like that. Fucking because in Virginia back then it only went up to AAA. You know, so like we were at the top end. I would hate fucking going to like one of these like brand new built schools. Like they had the budget, but they didn't have like the student population. So like they'd be like a single A school.
Yeah.
But because like mommy and daddy had all the fucking money, we had old money in my school. Mommy and daddy over this school had all the fucking money. Like you'd be like, yo, what the like these kids are like putting creatine in their fucking Wheaties at like 4 years old.
Yeah, fuck.
Because they got fucking money.
These kids,
like
man.
we have like all like
schools,
farm
yeah.
kids and shit. Like we have the farm kids and the hood kids.
Well, then you got schools like Bishop Sycamore. You know.
Oh my god, that's not even a real school.
More like more like
Bro,
institutions, you know,
like it'd be crazy like with my school because like we had like all like the broke poor like farm kids, but like we had like all like the hood kids, and like to go and like face like the rich kids, and like most of the rich schools weren't good, but then when you would come across like that one single A school that was good, and you're like, but you're good because you have all the money. Oh, wait, you paid for one of our players to come and play for you, and you lied. Yeah.
You know what's wild, though, with high school football? Like, I didn't even realize this until, like, the last couple of years after two things. One thing, watching Friday Night Lights, the movie, which is a little bit old, you know, for me. But secondly, too, you know, just how fucking serious they take that shit down in Texas. Like that's like the NFL team down there, you know.
Bro, in Virginia, even in Virginia, like until this day, we have a lot of towns that like will close down. Like in Virginia, bro, we will Friday night.
Yeah. Oh, it's big, you know.
Done.
Dude, like I saw even like those tapes of like when Iverson and Vic were playing, like in Virginia. Growing up in high school, and those things were fucking packed to the T, dude.
I played against Marcus. I played against Marcus. Yeah,
Marcus Vick from Virginia Tech. Holy shit, dude!
He did.
That's wild. Oh my god. But the other thing too is
fast as fuck.
Oh yeah, he was fast as fuck. He's also dirty as fuck too.
like literally. So like okay. So I was on the field with Marcus. Like in high school, we also did a charity flag football game like a couple of like years later for like Christmas and shit at the Fredericksburg Fieldhouse. And like I shit you not, like so like I was on the field for like two plays. Like the very first play, it's just a pick play. I get caught on. I'm playing corner. I get caught on the pick. And like, you remember the old Roadrunner cartoons?
Yeah.
Remember how to be like, me, and like just go back, bro. I shit you not. That's like if I play it back in my head, like that's exactly. It was just me and just gone, like down the sideline. And I'm trying to break free, and like, but you can't go anywhere because like it's not technically holding, but like they got inside leverage. So like I'm like trying to like reach, and like I just see like I don't even think I think my fingertip just touched his jersey, and I was like. And like I remember my face and everything, just like that
crazy, man.
Is that fast?
And I just wonder what could have been if he didn't stomp the fuck out of Elvis Dumerville's ankle in college when he was at Virginia Tech, man.
So, bro, I didn't even know. Here's the thing: I didn't find out until he went to VT. I didn't find out that until he went to VT that he was at VT. Yeah. Until I went to go in as a minor and go get fucked up and drunk at VT.
That's hilarious. It's wild, man. I mean, he was a special athlete, you know. But the other thing too, like the hot shot school in Washington State is Bellevue High School. They're one of the top 10 football programs in the country. They take it so seriously. They had a legitimate recruiting scandal involving boosters and money under the table and shit. Like they take that shit very seriously when it comes to high school football. You know, it's insane.
Bro. Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like kind of that's what made the conversation, you know, that we originally, you know, where this all originated from. Like sometimes a change of location, like I mean, those are a lot of things that you have to think about. Like this sport, and especially when you like at the NFL level, like there's business and shit that gets involved. There's business involved all the way from the moment that honestly you're birthed and your parents decide to put a fucking pair of pads on you, if they choose to take it that serious. But there's like business and there's money in it, and like sometimes there's a lot of times there's psychology involved. So I mean, look, I think that it's best that he sits back. That's my personal fucking opinion.
I get it. No, I agree.
Yeah, it gives him time to reinvent himself. Prince did it.
I just saw that you mentioned Prince in the same sentence as Bill Belichick. I just didn't think we'd come to that.
Goats. They're goats, you know. That
Touché, just different goats, but yes.
This topic was going so great until you just said that. Because if this guy takes more than 9 months off to reinvent himself, we're gonna have to pull him out of the senior citizen living.
Yeah.
Mike.
I know, yeah.
Mike. Mom. And this is when doves cry.
He's just coming out like,
hey, make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you guys fucking subscribe.
Don't worry. When we go to the senior center to visit them, I'll take the little red Corvette.
Yo. Hey, really quick, we're gonna get into halftime. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Follow us on Twitch. The Twitch has been going crazy. Like us and subscribe to us on YouTube. Like, for real, turn this plaque right here into one of those silver play buttons. Only you guys can do it. If you're watching us on Twitter, you're more than welcome to actually jump on one of our major platforms. Like, the Twitter's really just there to bring you guys to the YouTube or the Twitch. Follow us on Twitch. Hit us up on YouTube. We're going to get into my homie Shaman Noel. I've got a sugar bomb. Because we always keep up with that dope hip-hop, that dope, local scene, that underground shit for y'all. My homie Shaman Noel, he might be pulling up for a Super Bowl performance for you guys come Super Bowl weekend.
Got a sugar mom, she buy me anything I want. She bring her friends along. We drink mimosas at the brunch. We all get along. They planning our trips next month. This her favorite song, and I only played it for once. I got a sugar mom, she buy me anything I want. She bring her friends along. We drink mimosas at the brunch. We all get along. They planning our trips next month. This her favorite song, and I only played it for once. I got a sugar mom, she buy me anything I want. She bring her friends along. We drink mimosas at the brunch. We all get along. They planning our trips next month. This her favorite song, and I only played it for once. I got a sugar mom, she buy me anything I want. She bring her friends along. We drink mimosas at the brunch. We all get along. They planning our trips next month. This her favorite song, and I only played it for once. Met her at the mall, cause I had insufficient funds. She swiped the credit card, said she has unlimited funds. Grabbed me by the arm, you look like you could be fun. Took me to a car, I want you to make me feel young. So I made her feel 20, when she was double that. Basically she gave me money to make her feel half. I make her days bright and sunny, that's why she sent me stacks. She said, baby, do you love me? I didn't answer back. Got a sugar mom, she buy me anything I want. She bring her friends along. We drink mimosas at the brunch. We all get along. They planning our trips next month. This her favorite song, and I only played it for once. I got a sugar mom, she buy me anything I want. She bring her friends along. We drink mimosas at the brunch. We all get along. They planning our trips next month. This her favorite song, and I only played it for once. I got a sugar mom, she buy me anything I want. She bring her friends along. We drink mimosas at the brunch. We all get along. They planning our trips next month. This her favorite song, and I only played it for once. I got a sugar mom, she buy me anything I want. She bring her friends along. We drink mimosas at the brunch. We all get along. They planning our trips next month. This her favorite song, and I only played it for once. 40 years and up, you already know it's up. Hey. You don't have to worry, it's my time right now, cause the boy about to blow up. They gon' pay me before I show up. Why you hating? You don't know what? Never make it what they told us. But we don't listen. I bought in Miami when no land, ain't got no one. conversations ain't hard to relate. It's hollering. See my net, they acknowledge it. Good friend, go where you're not.
Just stick to the plot. Hey, stick to the plot. Hey, stick to the plot. Hey, stick to the script. Sometimes you get what you get, so don't try to go and chase shit. Just stick to the plot. Hey, stick to the plot. Hey, stick to the plot. Hey, stick to the script. Sometimes you get what you get, so don't try to go and chase shit. See, life's kinda funny. You stick to the road to the riches and hope you don't crash like some dummy. To get to this money, you cut every piece of the pie to find out you sliced into an onion. Now let's change the subject. These niggas who think they got something, but actually they end up with nothing. It's getting disgusting. I'm tired of the fucking assumptions. I'm about to blow up like a Russian, so stick to the plan. When you lose it, gotta get it again. Keep it moving, never stick in the sand. Even with tired, like Michelin Man, shit, I know I'm the man, so I don't give a damn about opinions. I'm racking up millions, you stacking opinions. She throwing it back in the back of the venue. Now we taking off in her man and his feelings. Now back to the business. Back to the lab with my niggas. Actually back doing laps in the trenches. It's my second home. I ain't have to go visit. I stay resident, embedded to live in the life of a nigga. By day we just niggas. At night we the victim. The life of go get 'em. So I'ma go get it. I stick to my plan and I stay on my mission. A plot. Hey, stick to the plot. Hey, stick to the plot. Hey, stick to the script. Sometimes you get what you get, so don't try to go and chase shit. Just stick to the plot. Hey, stick to the plot. Hey, stick to the plot. Hey, stick to the script. Sometimes you get what you get, so don't try to go and chase shit. So this is my message. Sometimes you just living in life, be an actor. Don't try to direct it. Now let's change directions. It's like that we live full of lessons. Don't count chickens, start counting blessings before they go missing. I promise you, I'm on a mission. I want something, I'ma go get it. No hidden intentions. I open my eyes, saw my vision. Now everyone see that I'm gifted. I'm rapping like Christmas. You niggas just under a tree. I'm smoking it, not metaphorically. I'm smoking no tree. No one's smoking on me. So when I say you're under it, no, that means me. I'm a poet MC and I'm living my dream. Hoping that hopefully you see the hope in me. And if you don't, fuck it, cause I'm all I need. Keep my ear to the game and my mind to the streets. I'm a beast. Stick to the plan. Stick to the number one mission at hand. Stay true to yourself and give your life meaning. And fuck their opinions, they won't understand. To get to the top, gotta give all you got. Only getting one shot, so give up or not until your heart stops. Gotta stick to the plot. Hey, stick to the plot. Hey, stick to the plot. Hey, stick to the script. Sometimes you get what you get, so don't try to go and chase shit. Just stick to the plot. Hey, stick to the plot. Hey, stick to the plot. Hey, stick to the script. Sometimes you get what you get, so don't try to go and chase shit. Just stick to the
Bow. What's good, ladies and gentlemen? We are back. There we go. Let's add Taco back in. Taco was. Why the fuck Taco even fucking? I went to Adam and then he just disappeared on his own. Maybe he's just doing whatever the fuck he wants to do. I guess.
I thought you sent him to like purgatory or something. You know, dropping. Like,
what you mean, bro? I'm like Houdini. God.
He's like, I had enough of your shit. You're out of here. You know.
Big halftime performance. Yes. Super Bowl is always lit for Rumboyz. It's looking like right about now I'm gonna stay here for Super Bowl because one of our very own that is always in the chat. You guys have seen him on stream occasionally. I'll fucking go ahead and spoil it. I don't care. I mean, I care. Anyways, one of y'all are getting one of y'all that view us that watch us is getting married.
When is that?
May.
Okay.
Yeah. Did he send it to you too? He hit you up?
No, you made a comment.
Yeah.
I already knew.
Yeah.
You made a comment, but I knew who. I was the only one that knew who you were talking about.
Yeah. So I had to move some things around because I was like, well, I'm not missing that for the fucking world. So. Your boy is going to Minnesota in May for the homie Avenged Nerd's wedding. Big shouts to Avenged Nerd. Can we fucking drink for Avenged Nerd?
That's awesome.
Yo, let's Wow.
He's a good dude, man.
Good dude. The homie Mike.
He's the nerd.
Yeah, he is a nerd.
The nerd.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna be out there.
That night I think we talked for like 2 hours afterwards about fucking like Marvel and all that shit with I forgot who John was on. It was ridiculous.
If I don't get into a lightsaber fight with the bridesmaid, was it even a wedding? Like, you know, I'm coming out with Darth Maul double-sided. Like I have like my fucking red blazer on.
That's gonna be lit.
Fucking horns and shit coming out of your head.
Really quick, hot take.
Wait, Jake Paul won?
Walking out to Christmas music is nuts. That's crazy.
Who gives a shit about that fuck?
That's why I'm not watching it right now.
Everyone forgot that existed. Yeah. Bro.
I'm proud of you, Mike.
Hey, really quick though, hot take for all the nerds out there. Darth Maul had the best lightsaber of the whole entire Star Wars series. Period.
I mean, I'm an Obi-Wan whore over here. Like, that was my guy, you know?
I'm a Sith.
Ewan McGregor, man. Oh, dude. He just was like, he's the OG. He's the OG. No one fucked with Obi-Wan. He fucked up Anakin, too.
Whoa. Luke is the real OG. Let's not get it twisted. We only heard stories of Obi-Wan. We saw Luke in action, my guy.
If Obi-Wan didn't sacrifice himself, he would have totally fucked up Darth Vader. He totally would have absolutely clapped Darth Vader's cheeks. He would have clapped Darth Vader's cheeks, and we know it. Okay.
Yeah. Right.
Vader could possibly.
Hey,
like Vader could hang in there in a battle between, like, you know, Vader would lose this one, but Vader could hang in there with like some of the top. In fiction, like he could fuck with Goku a little bit because he'd keep Goku at distance.
The Dragon Ball Z.
He'd use the Force. He
can move at the speed of light. You won't even see him coming.
I'm just saying. I'm just
saying.
Man
goes Ultra Instinct and he just breathes and he's dead.
No, the second Goku go. Look, I said he could hold him for a second. I didn't say it'd be long.
I mean, Superman can't even hold Goku. Like, what the fuck? That's my nigga right here. You know what I mean? We DBZ'd out.
That's
from the first. What is it? The first
Jake Paul lost.
Nah, he won. He fucking killed. He got.
Come
on.
Well, I don't want to hear this shit. You guys ruined my night.
First round too.
Wow. All right, Vader would cook Thanos. Vader would definitely cook Thanos.
Yeah, fuck Thanos.
Yeah, fuck Thanos.
Frieza would cook Thanos.
Snapping ass little bitch. Let's get back into the show. Let's get back into the show.
Yes, please.
I want to get into the Saturday slate. We have Vikings Bengals. We have Steelers Colts. We have Broncos Lions. What game to you, in your opinion, one will be that day? Well, I can't go game of the week here because it's going to be hard to top what the fuck happened Thursday night.
Yeah, motherfuckers.
And Sunday's schedule is limited, so let's just start here with the Saturday, the 3 games that we have. What's going to be the game of the week? Let's go game by game and give me one must start from each game.
Okay, so my must starts from this game.
Which one? Just yeah.
I know. I'm just in the Vikings Bengals game. You know, I haven't been on his band. You know, I haven't liked them all forever, and I know It's not digging deep on this one, but I think Jake Browning is going to continue to do well, but that's not my start. Jake Browning doing well equals Joe Mixon doing well.
That's yeah.
And that's why I believe that Joe Mixon is my start of the week in that game. In the Colts-Steelers game, this is a gut feeling more than anything. I think this Pat Freiermuth is going to have a decent game. With Matt Canada being out, there's more of an interest in Freiermuth, and I think that jumps back on the bandwagon compared to last week. I'm in the Broncos-Lions. I'm just going to pick how am I say it? I'm going to cherry pick on this one. Quarterback Russell Wilson.
Sausage lad.
I just
had to
think
go Patty Pemberton really quick.
it's going to be a good game, but I think Detroit's been struggling to the quarterbacks lately, and I'm going to take Russell Wilson on this one.
Isn't there one more?
Those are the three.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, yeah, that's right. Okay, so I'm doing the same games now, right, for the must starts. If you want to take Joe Mixon, fine. I'll take Jamar Chase. Yeah. No problem. I think he's, he had a bit of a dud last week against the Colts, just dropping 29 yards in receiving, even though they got the big W. I think, especially with the motivation, it's kind of for random reasons. For one thing, the Vikings don't have an elite secondary to keep him contained outside of maybe, well, actually they have two good safeties in Harrison Smith and Cameron Bynum, who actually have been a really good safety core. But when it comes to the cornerback duo, it's nothing to delve into much, honestly. Byron Murphy signing, who gives a shit? I'm sorry. I loved him in college, but it's not working out in this first year already. I would say he's destined, but also because of what he was talking about with Justin Jefferson being a better, saying like, I love Justin Jefferson, but I'm a better receiver than him. I think he's got that fuel, like that fire fuel in him to want to prove himself this upcoming week. Next game, you know what? I'm going to go Jonathan Taylor. I know that's kind of a typical answer, but like with the injuries I thought he's healthy, isn't he, right? Going into this week?
Zachy Mossy season.
Oh, shit. My mistake. Never mind. Fuck that. He is out. My mistake. Okay, I'll go Michael Pittman instead. Because the cornerback matchups, I don't love his matchup against, what's his name? I'm blanking out on his name right now. Former Bill for the Steelers right now. But I don't love the cornerback matchups for him. No. The cornerbacks for on the defensive end. Totally blanking out his name. Well, Peterson's likely going to be matched up on him. He's had a bit of a dud of a year this year, even though Joey Porter Jr. has been really good this year. So I'll give him that. But I expect Pittman to be the veteran presence to overcome that, to have a fairly decent game. I really dig what the way he's been playing this year. He's on pace for another. I believe he's already reached 1,000 yards if memory serves me correctly. He's 16 yards away. And then the last game, I will say. I'm gonna go Sam Laporta.
Yes.
The second favorite to win Rookie of the Year this year. Offensive Rookie of the Year outside of obviously C.J. Stroud. This guy has been having a spectacular year as a tight end. He's putting up like elite tight end numbers.
I have a Sam Laporta kink.
Oh, he's fucking badass, man. I don't get it, dude. I totally get it. This guy, watching him play, man. I mean, it's next level. Like, he has that veteran presence. He's smart. He's intuitive on how to adjust on his routes when he's trying to break in and out. I love it, man. He's on pace for almost 1,000 yards and 8 touchdowns. He's my guy that I'm booking for that third matchup.
Okay. Taco, what you got? Hey, make sure you guys give us follows on Twitch. I want to see our Twitch go up more. Like, my 2024 goal is to blow Twitch like the fuck out of the water. Like, I'm trying to be the biggest sports channel on Twitch. Like, yo, Cameron, Mace, I see what y'all doing, man. Yo, and like y'all hip hop guys, that's trying to do the sports thing. I respect it, but listen, for the real sports guys that's really been doing this since 2018, that's really keeping it for the culture. I'm gonna need y'all to step aside and let me get a slice of that pie. You dig what I'm saying? So make sure you guys flood the Twitch, flood the YouTube, like, comment, subscribe. If you're watching on Twitter, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Look for us on YouTube. Rumboyz spelled with a Z. Yo, it's right here. Like, I literally have it in the background. You dig what I'm saying? Make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit us up on Twitch as well. Taco, 3 games Saturday. Must start from each game.
Number one must start from the Vikings Bengals. Let's face it. I've been riding this. I got my gut feeling. These sometimes, maybe 60% of the work. Give me that Ty Chandler, baby. I'm feeling it. Something says he's getting a touchdown this week. There's no Madison officially, so he's going to get the workload. If he's still available and running back we know is being such a little bit of an inconsistent position, I'm giving him a shot. I'm firing up. I'm letting him go. Now, to keep in that same thing, baby, because I parlay all 3 of these guys I have into touchdown plays. I'm going with my boy Zach Moss. He's eating. He's getting fed. He's getting the work. So it's the same thoughts David had, but just with Zach Moss. Letting it rock. And we already seen it. He's putting work. Okay?
I dig that.
Followed that up by my boy Javonte Williams. He's getting some work. He's getting some love. The Broncos have been hot. This game versus the Lions, I'm figuring you're going to want to run the ball because you don't want that explosive offense on the field the whole time. So guess what? I'm really feeling the Javonte Williams experience in this game. So I'm going with those 3 running backs. I think all 3 will score this weekend. Awesome.
Okay.
I like it.
Okay. Hot takes from the panel. I'm a kind of run mine in the same wave. I'm gonna give you guys three must starts. I'm gonna chop up what I think is gonna happen in the games. I'm gonna give you guys some quick cliff notes because I know that y'all gonna be hitting the books. And you know what? Honestly, I might drop a prediction or 2 up in this motherfucker just because like I'm nice like that. So like I'm just gonna flex. Like I'm honestly just gonna. Hey, yo, Mike.
Yo,
should I stun on him really quick? Let me stunt. Can I stunt?
in which way?
Let's stunt. I'm gonna drop some picks. With my
Be
team.
like Little Wayne, stunting like my daddy.
Well,
Give
give your, what do you call it?
I got it. No. Let me cook now. All right. So we know like I'm really big on like the whole 2 QB situation, the lituation. Since like, you know, we have a whole lot of Italian vibes happening in the NFL right now. Taco, that was a plug for you. Vikings, Bengals. Yo, for real, there's no other person I need to talk about than Jake Browning. I am a Jake Browning fanboy. I am a Jake Browning truther. I'm going to keep beating that drum. Jake Browning is going to be a league winner for somebody. I don't know who. It's going to be one of you guys out there. Bengals favored -162 on the money line with a 40.5 over under with a 3-point spread. Best pick in that whole, just, you know, when we go spread total money line is that 3 points. The over under at 40.5 is too sketchy. I don't believe that Minnesota is going to come out flat the same way that they did last week. The same way I don't think that Minnesota either is going to do what the Raiders did to the Chargers. I think that points will be scored in this game. Do I think that it's going to go over? Do I think this is going to go under? Right now, it's too early to decide. I know that we have tomorrow morning. Let's just go Bengals -3 on that one. Let's play it safe while we're here on air. Let's not get too dangerous. In the Pittsburgh Colts matchup, I'm firing up Zach Moss. I know that Pittsburgh can get in that backfield. I know that Pittsburgh defense is nothing to fuck around with, nothing to play with. But Zach Moss, you really got to elevate. You got to do your thing. Minshew has a really good schedule down the stretch, so I also want to shout out Minshew as well. The Colts have a nice schedule. I'm liking the Colts players down the stretch. I'm liking the Colts players rest of the season in terms of their skill position, in terms of their top producing fantasy players. Zach Moss, retake your crown that was so wrongfully stolen from you from JT when he signed that deal and came back for a hot minute. reassert yourself back into this offense and be a focal point. Make this team keep you. And I mean, obviously they're stuck with JT. So make this team keep you. This is a statement game. Run your fucking ass off. Over under at 42.5. I'm probably leaning more towards the under just because of that Pittsburgh Steelers defense. But this Colts team allows points, so the over is more in play. So we're going to lock in at the over at 42.5 at a minus 108. And we are going to take the Colts on the spread as well. If you're going to take the Colts all on the spread, there's no point in touching the money line at a minus 122 because you're going to get better numbers at that minus 110. Then every dollar counts. And then finally, whenever we talk about the Denver Broncos, aka headquarters for Rumboyz Fantasy Network, and we talk about the Detroit Lions, Denver's not great on the road. I don't trust Denver on the road, even though, yes, last week, okay, cool. You know, you finally got it together on the road. I don't think that runs the same way. I am liking the under at 48 here. 48 just seems a little too high for these two teams, especially with these two defenses. I think Detroit has to get back on the fast track. So they're going to come out. Defense is going to be playing like their hair's on fire for Detroit. Where the Broncos may be trying to play from behind. I could see this coming down, maybe being a 21-17 type of affair.
Really? Okay.
So I am sketched out by the spread. In this one, I am going to take the money line at 225 for the Lions. I think that is the safest bet. I know that it's chalk, but if we're going to run the over on the Colts Steelers, then we're going to take the Bengals by 3, then we're okay to go chalk on that third one to close out the night while we sit back at the bar, have a nice fucking beer. While that game is on, I'm going to be at Coyote Ugly right there on 16th Street. If you're in Denver, holla at me. It's my mom's 52nd fucking birthday. Nice. We're going to be wild. I'm going to be out there with her boyfriend, my little brother. Y'all are more than welcome to come out and have drinks while we watch Broncos, Lions, Coyote Ugly. Shorty's going to be dancing on the bar. It's going to be wild. It's going to be filthy. It's going to be nasty because, that's just the way that my family gets down. You know, we a bunch of Dominicans, Jamaicans, and Italians, you know, so we're going to keep it popping just like that. Bro, leaves. Delete your own fucking comment. Delete your own fucking comment. You're a fucking weirdo. You're a fucking weirdo, my guy. That was some weird ass shit. Yo, delete your I got.
You said nasty. I mean, I'm just saying.
My mom knows who she raised. So I'm gonna be out there doing my thing. We're going to Coyote Ugly. Like, to expect Robbie to not be unhinged is crazy.
Yeah, come on, know who you're dealing with here. You know
exactly. No, she knows who she raised. She knows. That's why she brings me along for the vibes.
She knows. Oh, she knows. Trust me.
Exactly. Mike has seen Mike.
I see that woman give him a hard time in person.
Yeah. Why the fuck you acting like this?
Just giving them the business.
Remember that time business. Remember that time you were just standing in the kitchen and she was trying to cook at 10 o'clock at night and she literally looked at you and she literally was like, said his real name and was like, "Why are you in my kitchen?"
Yeah, because I'm not technically my family men aren't allowed in the kitchen. I know some of y'all might be like, "What the fuck?" But yeah, no, that's like a real
kick
thing.
Your ass out.
Old school shit. I'm trying to think how I want to bring up the last topic. I'm not worried about Mahomes and his blow up. I don't give two fucks about that.
About what?
Yeah, I don't give
Mahomes and his blow up. I don't give two fucks about that.
Okay, I want to say one thing.
Go ahead.
About that. Kansas City fans, shut the hell up. Get over it. It was a goddamn penalty. And freaking Andy Reid and Pat Mahomes take the loss. You're just frustrated because we're losing. Get better.
But even with Patrick Mahomes' frustration, he had a little outburst and that was it. Everyone was acting like he was so unprofessional, like he should be sent to Guantanamo Bay or some shit for what he did. And it's like, no.
What the fuck is Tom doing? Why are you looking so deep in your phone like that, bro? Nigga, you have glasses on.
I was taking a screenshot of something to send it to later.
Oh, I'm even scared.
I don't want to know.
Does Taco have pants on underneath the frame of his camera? That's the next question.
Hey, Taco, like, hey, wifey, you about to get this in about 30 fucking seconds as soon as I'm on. No,
I don't see nothing wrong.
I can't listen to this song anymore and not think about.
I do know the final topic that actually I want to talk about. So we're gonna do. There's no takes involved in this. Okay, I am going to read off underdogs by spread. You do not get to have a take because we do have a Sunday morning show. All right, so you don't get to have a take. We are playing sip or drip. All right. So if you're sipping, you think they're gonna win, or you think they're gonna cover.
Cover. Okay.
Yep. You think they're gonna cover. If you don't sip, you don't think they're gonna cover. There's purposely one game that I'm going to skip because that is the final topic of the night.
Okay.
This is rapid fire. I'm calling all dogs, only dogs in their matchup. Patriots, Chiefs by 8. Do the Patriots cover? Okay. No. Jets, Dolphins by 9. Miami is at home. He said Jets cover. Jets cover. Okay.
You think the Jets are going to cover too?
Wait.
Yeah.
Jets.
I mean, how much? I mean, that game was interesting, but no takes. So.
All good. All good. All good. Bears, Browns. Bears are the dog by 3. Falcons, Panthers. Panthers are dogs.
Bye.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Bye week for the Panthers. Yeah, bye week for the Panthers. Texans, dogs, 3.5. To the Titans, favorite, 3.5.
Smoking that Davis Mills pack, baby.
Bro, I think Texans cover. I think Texans cover. I think the Texans are still nice. D'Amico for Coach of the Year. That's my nomination.
I think there's a chance. Yeah.
Tampa, Green Bay, 3.5. Tampa dogs. Sip if Tampa covers or not.
What is it again?
3.5. I don't think Tampa covers.
No.
Oh yeah, because I mean the fucking Giants beat them for God's sakes.
Give me Packers, but give me Packers ahead by 2 field goals. I think it's Packers by 6. I think it's 2 field goals. They win it. It's bang bang off the leg, and it's good.
Bucks win this game. Bucks win the division.
Cardinals dogs 12. The San Fran favorites is 12. Sip or nah? Do Cardinals cover?
Damn, that might be an interesting little parlay.
This motherfucker wants to drink. No, you're gonna commit.
He just wants to drink.
If you're gonna pull it, make sure you shoot. Oh God. Commanders, dogs to the Rams at home, 6.5.
I mean, I can wish and pray for that. My underdog team for benefit.
Let's go, Sam Howell. I want us to play spoiler.
For my underdog teams, yes.
Hey, Dallas, Buffalo, Dallas, 2-point dogs and dogs on the money line.
Oh wait, Dallas is the underdog?
Yeah.
I take my tip back. I take my tip back.
Wow. Ravens, Jags. Jags are at home and they are home dogs. Do the Jags cover 3.5?
Oh,
I don't think the Jags can. There's no way.
it's Raven season.
I'm gonna give you Rum Day Night just as a perk.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna track y'all's fucking takes, or track y'all sips. Philly, Seattle, 3-point. Seattle's a dog.
Three points. No. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Okay. Okay. The final topic that I want to talk about tonight.
Oh, please.
Did you skip one game or two games?
I skipped one.
Okay. And you're a jerk for skipping it too. In a
Plus
good way.
5.5, the New York Giants against the New Orleans Saints. DeVito's definitely been a big name in the headlines between him and his agent and the chicken cutlets and is this the future of this franchise?
Tommy gun packing agent that he's got.
Tommy Cutlets over there, baby. I love you. Where's the chicken bomb?
His agent looks like he's an anti-prohibitionist. Like I'm
No,
not.
Whoa. His agent looks like my cousin Vinny's uncle.
His agent looks like he went in and found the wardrobe closet for The Sopranos.
Yeah,
but it's the wardrobe closet that they decided not to use because it was not going to be suitable for HBO.
pretty much. Honestly, like fucking Al Capone's right-hand man over here. You know, it's wild, man. That guy, like, this has to be an act, right? It has to be. There's no way that this is all like, it's just who he is. He just out here dressing up, you know. No way. No fucking way.
Go Taco.
Yo, it's really quick. I don't know if y'all know Lil Jeremy, but Lil Jeremy done discovered the za. He's now in his second year of college. Homie's discovered the za. He just sent it to me. I'm like, damn, you buy designer, bud? Hey, listen, let me just tell y'all. Don't buy designer, bud.
Do not buy designer, bud.
Don't buy rapper weed.
No.
Save yourself the money.
You mean don't go to Cookies because he has his own dispensary?
Never mind. No, I take that back. Burner, I love you. You and I are friends. Sorry. Okay, continue the show. I take that way the fuck back. Whoa, Mike. Whoa, Mike.
No, I think it's great that he has his own dispensary. It's funny.
I know. Burner, I love you. Buy rapper weed. I changed that to real quick as soon as Mike reminded me. He's like, so wait.
Taco, talk about the Giants.
Yeah, Taco, fucking talk about the Giants. Hurry up. Act like no.
Tommy Cutlets over here is gonna make sure that the chicken palm, the veal palm, the chicken marsala is all ready. He's gonna have the big CD, the clams. It's gonna be great. And honestly, let's face it, we are doing better than we could have imagined. And I don't even know what to root for because I was rooting for the pick, and Tommy DeVito was just out of here making all of us believers. So I'm just gonna sit back. I'm gonna have a nice, bolognese. I'm probably gonna do some garlic bread. I'm gonna see about getting a nice salad, maybe a pasta fazool, and I'm gonna enjoy a nice Italian Sunday dinner as Tommy DeVito delivers the goods.
Look, here's my thing with DeVito. 1 second. I have to send this shit.
Although I do kind of hope Kamara has a good game because you have him in a couple of underdog leagues. Go need you, brother.
But like I used to live up there. Like I used to like fucking go to the hemp center and shit. So like I was like, oh shit, wait, I just said what I said. No, look. Yeah, I didn't even know that fucking listen, here's the thing. I didn't know that the fucking Italian Sports Hall of Fame.
Bro.
Here's the thing. I'm a dual citizen. I am literally by birth a fucking dual citizen. Okay. Robbie has an Italian social. I get it renewed like every couple of years.
You're from Sicily, aren't you?
No. Don't. You fucking God damn it. No. Stupido. No. Top 5 buds. Anything Kush is automatically number one. Like I miss the OGs. I miss the OG packs. Gorilla Glue. UK cheese was that shit. I miss that cheese. That cheese is fucking fire.
Northern Lights.
Yeah. Northern Lights. I had too much White Widow because I used to trap that shit out the bando.
Girl Scout cookies for a while.
Yeah, I gotta go with the cookies. The cookies.
Haze is always nice.
The cookies, and I actually I have to find the jar, but I want to shout out Lil Wayne and the Guka Guka. If you never had the Guka line, Guka's really good. Wayne's bud is just as good as his rum. He's Lil Wayne. He's the greatest fucking rapper alive. So like, what do you expect? Everything's gonna be class.
Jonathan Jay-Z still breathe air.
I've had Jay-Z's joint and it wasn't that great actually.
What's that rapper? You said rapper.
No. But no.
Shout out to Granddaddy Perp. That's my
yeah. Yo.
Get a little Acapulco Gold while you're at it, man.
Yes.
Or
some golden goat. Yeah. But no, like with that being said though, with Danny, when we talk about Tommy DeVito, not Danny. Danny couldn't see over an offensive line. For me, though, I think that Tommy could be the future, at least if you're looking for a bridge, he can be a decent enough bridge, right? To where the flaws haven't exactly been exposed. And even when the flaws still get exposed, the New York community is going to support. And I think that as long as you're able to sell tickets, you're able to put asses in seats, then
if you don't win, you don't put asses in seats.
While you're still developing everything else around, because you guys are going to enter a rebuild. I think we can both admit that. While you're rebuilding, I think that this is a bridge to where you can put all the other pieces around. Jalen Hyatt, I wish you the best career. Let's sit down. Let's talk some time. Answer my fucking DM. But like I want to see New York maybe utilize him as a bridge and then wait until at least the 25-26 draft. I think that you'll get better quarterbacks out of that draft. I'm not hating on the quarterbacks this year. I don't want anyone to think that, and I don't want any of the athletes in this draft to think that whatsoever, especially when I meet you guys, beginning of March. But I think that DeVito is a good bridge. That's no disrespect to anyone that could possibly land up on the Giants. If you land on the Giants out of this draft class this year, I think you are landing in a good spot with a good coach. So I don't want anything that I say, especially at this time of the fucking year, knowing that I'm about to get into scouting and I'm about to, get into, the Insta in regards to DMs right now is going crazy. Like I said, moved so I could make Senior Bowl happen. I had to move the Super Bowl, had to budget a couple things also so I can make the wedding and shit. So I mean, I'm just gonna end it as I like DeVito, and I'm not gonna say anything that will influence any incoming potential quarterback's chance, because I think that there's still a chance for someone to end up on this team. So I'm gonna leave it at that.
I'll say one thing. If we keep winning or we end up kind of like in this middle of the pack, closer to the playoffs than to the worst record, I think Daniel Jones is going to get a chance to battle him in camp. I think that's what's going to happen, especially because the out is after year 2 in this contract. And if you're telling me that the quarterback class next year is just as good, then basically, the GM has put himself in a position where he can buy time next year to create a competition, doesn't have to necessarily move off of Jones, gives DeVito a shot, and then can go out and get either an offensive lineman or a wide receiver in the draft at that position and really kind of build on some of these pieces. I think Thibodeau is starting to come around. I think that when you have a guy like Barkley, who, like I said, I do not see them getting rid of Barkley the way this team is built.
That's stupid. That's stupid. I need you, for the sake of your franchise moving forward, to start letting go.
Why would you do that when you're going to have enough money that you can justify paying him. You're going to have a rookie quarterback that needs the running back. He's an electric figure. He doesn't really make mistakes. He's a good person in the media.
Because of how many draft picks and what free agency is going to be able to do for you to make you better.
But why don't you just get 2 running backs like everyone else? You pay the $13 million for Saquon Barkley as a franchise marketing guy.
You just answered your own question. You think I'm glad. Good job.
Every system works with both.
No. We're done right there. Right when you just said that,
is a marketing guy. When you look at selling tickets and being fans excited, Saquon Barkley is that name. Here's
the thing, Taco. Especially after this year, the running back market didn't do anything to help itself. And right. Saquon didn't do it. Yeah. So hold on.
Taylor, if anything.
Hold on. You just paid money for an RB that you honestly you probably could have gotten the same production out of from anyone else in that, given the system. Fuck Saquon. The system would have produced those numbers.
We had really shaky offensive line.
Stop. Listen. Hear me out. The system, irregardless. Okay. If you chose to move on, would have produced. Let's say you guys had moved down or whatever the case to grab a Kenneth Murray. Kenneth Murray would have put up the same numbers as Saquon in that system. You know, there are multiple great running backs or even backups in certain systems that would have still given you that. I'm sorry, but you did not need to spend the money. And as a fan, because you've been with them so long, you don't know when to say, let's let go. And because of a fan, now that your owner has invested money, now you definitely don't know.
Here's where I disagree with you from a business standpoint in this aspect of Saquon Barkley. The running back position has devalued the player, meaning Saquon Barkley is a greater talent than you would get per dollar if you would spend that money anywhere else. He has the versatility of being able to play both receiver and running back, and he's a dynamic figure in this market who's come from Penn State and has this area on lock. There is a bit of a difference.
Hit us up on YouTube. Hit us up on Twitter.
Think about it. If you're only paying $13 or $10 million for a guy like this, when you look at what you're paying for a guy like Mike Williams, Mike Williams is making like $20 fucking million a year, and he can't even stay healthy. Everyone's questioning the cheap. I just don't see how you make that move off this guy, because you can have him and the rookie and do exactly like you said and have them both.
That's the problem. You're saying only. You're saying only as if there's not other motherfuckers.
I will say this though. There is some issue with Saquon's future, considering how much of a step back this team has taken defensively too. And the O-line is a consistent issue. That they have to address those things with the shit ton of cap space that you have. Now, you do have a shit ton of cap space, but can you accommodate Saquon Barkley in tandem though with the Daniel Jones contract that you guys gave him, which we all know is kind of a fuck up. It's kind of a fuck up.
Yes.
I mean, if you say so, I don't know. The Giants have a lot of issues.
You also got to remember this: there are leaders in the locker room, and he is a leader.
Here's the best thing I could say. It's, you know, when like you ever start hitting the J a little bit, like you feeling a little lifted, you feeling a little good, and it's like, but then you start feeling a little lifted and you feel a little too good. But the next thing now, you know, you're like, oh shit, I'm too fucking stoned. That's your hype on Saquon Barkley right now. You're just a little too stoned right now.
I don't think it's at the price that you're paying for him with the face that he is in this market. It just breaks out for you because he's going to sell tickets. He's the guy that you can
deny. Yo, here's my thing. Why would you even ask that question as if that is something that you are searching for? If that is something you are searching for, I have a lot of worries about you as a person. But no, I'm not a fantasy analyst with an OnlyFans. It's an inside joke with the chat because
what's wrong if you did have an OnlyFans? I'm about to get me an OnlyFans. You know what? You can pay and see what I'm about to do on there.
You might.
I don't do whatever I want.
You might be out of business in 30
You
days.
weren't even hold on. You don't even, bro.
What would Rob...
sucks. Calm your no fucking social media influence having ass down. Anyways.
That's cool.
Anyways.
Hey, what would Robbie's
being that the question was directed to me, it's an inside joke. No, I don't have an OF.
What would Robbie's OnlyFans name be if he did have one?
It would be the same thing. It wouldn't change. None of it would change.
Wouldn't be like command this ass or something, or
no.
Like,
my OnlyFans name would still be Rumboyz Robbie. I gotta make sure y'all can fucking find me. Like if I were gonna do it, I would just put myself out there. But no, I don't have an OF. It's an inside joke with the chat because I stream 6 days out of the week, plus I work my regular job 5 days out of the week. And
I'm
on
teasing.
Saturdays,
You know I'm teasing. I'm fucking with you.
Saturdays is the only day that I get off. So, Saturday's the only day I get off, and sometimes on Saturdays I go outside and I wild out. But no, I don't have a no.
Rum and cum.
That's wild. That is bloody wild, mate. Oh, hey.
That's good.
Wow. Do not play with my fucking brand name.
That's good.
Don't play with me. Anyways, so chat. You guys requested. I am going to react because I have time. I got time today. I'm gonna react to the UFC 296 presser after the stream. That is a Twitch exclusive only. So if you do not, I'm gonna say this again because I've been saying this, because YouTube won't let me do certain shit. So like Twitch will let me play music, Twitch will let me use clips. Like Twitch is legit. All right. This is a fucking Twitch exclusive only.
Taco's gonna choke on his own fucking drink right now. Oh god,
bro, Aiden, pause, bro. The fact that you'd even think of the fact that your mind would go there is wild. Like that says more about you than it does anyone else here.
Like they're coming at him like they've had these written down for the last few weeks. Like we gotta debut him now. Our time is now.
Okay, or the 2024 season presser.
Good though.
But we're gonna be reacting to the UFC presser that went down. We're gonna be reacting to that. I'm also gonna react to Lil Baby's new single because I don't know how I feel about that. So we'll see about that. If you guys got other things that you want me to react to or check out, if you guys have fantasy football questions, gambling questions, betting questions, you'll be able to dump those into the Twitch chat as well. I'm about to actually set up the Twitch now from right here because I control this whole fucking shit in my fucking phone. But yeah, we're gonna get into that joint. Twitch exclusive happening. Rumboyz spelled with a Z, N-E-T. I already posted it earlier. Yeah, anything that y'all want to add while I get this shit set up for the Twitch?
Yeah. What baby song you talking about? Shake something?
Nah. Not Dub Baby. Lil Baby just dropped a new single because Lil Baby's dropping his fourth studio album. I think this weekend or next weekend. I think it's this weekend.
Yo, there's too many babies and too many littles. Because Jesus Christ, I didn't even know Lil Baby and Baby was different. I was like, Dub Baby, Lil Baby. I was like, Shake something. I was like, oh yeah, that shit is bumping. Leaves.
What's the name of the presser? Drop the name of the presser for me really quick. What was today's presser?
Oh, that one. I seen that with Strickland and Duplessis. I saw the first couple of minutes. I think Mac Life has it on. I still need to see the one from yesterday. I
reacted to the joint from yesterday, and that shit was fucking hilarious. Like,
bro, I seen the beginning. Colby, I can't lie. I hate Colby.
I got it. Hang on. All right. So now, anybody got anything else they want to announce? Content, whatever the fuck.
No, just catch me over at TBQ Sports on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. We go live every Tuesday and Wednesday. Your boy almost died from no, I didn't almost die, but I had a mold infestation in my fucking house. So
Jesus, that's bad.
Last few weeks I was coughing up a fucking lung, which is why I couldn't be on. But
damn,
I'm back. I'm healthy. So we're back at it once again.
God bless, bro.
So yeah, thanks, appreciate it, man.
I mean, like Jon Snow out here, winter is coming. That's what we're gonna say. Winter is coming.
Mike, Taco, anything? Mike, go first.
You know where to find me. Drop the Mike FF in here.
Damn, Mike. What were you drinking on tonight? Because that slur is a nice slur. That. Yeah, man, you gonna walk around the block and get some pizza, right?
I just want to see Mike come out with some Juggalo content. Let's keep this Juggalo theme going, man.
I would like to see, for the sake of me, no.
I would like to see Mike cosplay as like one of the guys in Predator, the first one, like when they're in the jungle scene. I think you pull that off pretty good.
All right.
Oh God.
Twitch stream is set up. You guys know the drill. Give me about like 5-ish minutes. And I'm gonna be live over on the Twitch. We're gonna react to this press conference. I already see the thumbnail for this motherfucker, and Strickland looks like he's about to be on his bullshit. So I'm ready for it. Like I'm already ready for it. Ayo, you already know the vibes, man. It's your boy Rumboyz Robbie, the Heartthrobby, AK. You always keep it. We real slobby over here. Shout out to everybody on the pirate ship, man. We keeping this motherfucking thing rolling. Cheers to me, cheers to you, all the Rumboyz and girls. What it do, dilly dilly. I love and appreciate you. Dilly dilly, we out of this motherfucker. Dilly dilly, cheers.